Good morning, six stringers. I'm going to do a little demonstration for you on my MXR custom Badass 78 Distortion, KD 6L6 as Sound Master Higgs 1 in the post. So I'm going to do a little quick demonstration so you get a grasp of what it sounds like. Plus I enjoy doing it as well. Standard sort of setup of controls, tone, output, distortion, and a little crunch button in the top left hand corner of the pedal. Blue light goes on and off and on. Just add some harmonic overtones to the sound of the distortion and sounds great. Generally I have it in, but I'll show you both. And quickly, just next to that we have the modified OD from MXR again as well, and I'll show that stacked into the 78 Distortion so you can get a bearing of what an overdrive sounds like stacked into it. See you in a bit. Okay Higgs, here we go. I've got my old Strat plugged into my Hayden Peacemaker 60 head and 4x12 cab, just out of shot. The pedal is basically set as it was before in the first part of the video, but the output was at 10 o'clock, the tone is just almost 10 o'clock, and the distortion setting is at 1. This is my clean tone. And with the pedal engaged, without the crunch button engaged, here we go. Okay, so it's a to me, it's a great distortion sound, and this time round we're going to go with the crunch button engaged. You do get a slight volume increase with the crunch button engaged, and hopefully you'll be able to pick out all the harmonic overtones that come through the cabinet on my lovely mic on my iPhone. So clean sound again. Okay, and with the pedal engaged. Hopefully that came through. What I'll do now is I'll just have a quick reset round and I'll show you what some other tones we can get out of it as well. This time now I've got the output at the same level. I've just left that as it is. I've upped the tone a touch just past 10 o'clock, so it's only just ever so mild, and then I've got the distortion control up to 3/4 of the way up. This is my clean tone. Okay, and then the distortion in, the crunch button's out again, disengaged, here we go. Okay, so you can really hear the pedals now quite sort of thick, but it's still sort of quite clear. You can still pick out the higher notes in there, even if you just play some sort of like open chordage. Okay, so it's not sort of like draining out sort of the higher end frequencies. With the crunch button engaged, same riff again, maybe not. sort of, it's big and massive. You know, I've only got my amp sort of set on like the master volumes, not even on 3, and it's still really sweet sounding. Okay, last one. This one I'm going to stack in my overdrive to the pedal. So I've basically got my settings as they were in the first part of the video on the distortion side of it. So output's still on 10, the tone control is just past 9, and the distortion is around about 1 o'clock. And then the MXR overdrive, now I've got the gain just over sort of a quarter of the way up, so sort of about 10 o'clock. The output's just there, just to give a little tiny boost into the distortion pedal. The tone is at 10, and then there's a 100 Hertz cut, and that's slightly boosted at nearly sort of 1 o'clock on there. And there's a bump switch on this which I've disengaged because that just adds too much bass to the sound. So clean tone first. Okay, distortion sound. I'll show you the overdrive sound first. So it's a very, very clean overdrive, and then I'll play a little riff with the distortion in, and then I'll add in the overdrive for you as well. Here we go. Alright, and then with the overdrive going into it. Okay, so just so you know, I'll play another little riff, and then you can make up your own mind. Then Higgs, here we go. And again, they're out in the overdrive. And I'll also just quickly engage the crunch button on the distortion, just so you can hear what that tone sounds like with the overdrive in there as well. Okay, that's it for the video demonstration for the 78 distortion. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you got some information out of it as well. I would like to say a quick shout out to my fellow six stringers at Gag Higgs, complete legend, KD6L6 for sending Higgs this distortion pedal. He's gonna love it, and dude, you rock, so awesome, it's unbelievable. At Notecracker, at Westy, at David Salisbury, you guys are all legends. Six String is a complete great community, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy, rock on.